Welcome back. Once again, here's Annie Lennox with the Eurythmics hit, Here Comes the Rain Again.
Here comes the rain again, falling on my head like a memory, falling on my head like a new emotion. I want to walk in the open wind, I want to talk like lovers do, I want to dive into your ocean. Is it raining with you? So baby, talk to me like lovers do. Walk with me like lovers do, yeah. Baby, talk to me like lovers do. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Here comes the rain again, raining in my head like a tragedy, tearing me apart like a new emotion. Oh, yeah. I want to breathe in the open wind, I want to kiss like lovers do, I want to dive into your ocean. Is it raining with you? Is it raining with you?
That was Annie Lennox performing Here Comes the Rain Again, one of the Eurythmics' many hits. And although she never officially announced a split from the Eurythmics, by 1990, Annie Lennox ventured out on her own and began a long and very successful and continuing solo career, which we're also celebrating today because of the release of your album, The Annie Lennox Collection.
Thank you.
Was that a turning point, a pretty big turning point? You've had a lot of them in your life, personally and professionally, but would you consider that to be one of the big ones, leading the group Eurythmics to go
Oh
solo?
yeah, no, absolutely. But it was it was a definite ending period, and it was very deliberate on my part, because if you've, and I'm sure you've spoken to many people that have been successful in the sense that they've managed to do the thing they wanted to do, i.e. recording, performing. They've done that whole thing, and once you get onto a certain momentum of success, it's a little bit unstoppable. There's a lot of people that rely on you, and they expect you to do this, and you have to fulfill this, and you have a contract. And if you, I've just touched on that earlier when we were talking. You have to be very careful that your life isn't just ruled by the industry. It's very easy to let that happen. And in my early 30s, I started thinking to myself, as many women do, I thought, I really love little children. I really like to have a baby. I want to have some children. I don't just want to be like a single person that has no children. And so that was something that, I wanted in my life. And I knew, well, that I can't just be on the road. My life can't just be doing this forever and ever and ever. And I started feeling more and more that I wanted, I mean, you can't guarantee that's going to happen ever, but, that was definitely a move on my part to kind of back away from it all. And we'd had like 10 years, a whole decade of making music, and before that together, and it just felt like it was time. We were tired of each other. We were just always together, always doing this. And then, it's just like anybody that's had to be together for a long time. There's a certain change that happens, and one person wants to do this, and they like doing this, and they want to, and the other one's like, it's not really my bag, you know. It's not. So what do you do then? You know, are you supposed to like pretend to be together and you're not really enjoying it? I mean, it's kind of pointless.
No, but you know what I love is the fact that you guys did it so mutually that you can maintain a friendship throughout all of these years and have never really closed the door on the Eurythmics, which I think is a really cool thing for, you know, a lot of fans of that, because not that you ever go back to the original, but you have gotten back together and have done a few things.
We have
like,
on occasion.
do you feel that music is a healing thing, not only for yourself, but for others?
I do. I think music is so powerful, and it's a kind of soothing balm, and it's an expression of the soul, you know, the pain that people have, or the joy that people have, the celebration, all the aspects of human emotion, the whole spectrum, the whole palette of emotions, the range of it all, can be expressed through music in all kinds of ways, and crossing through every culture, every part of society, in every language. And music in itself is a universal language. So, you know, you can appreciate music from any part of the world. It doesn't matter. You don't need to have a special, you know, dispensation. You don't have to have studied it. You just like it or you don't.
When we come back, Annie Lennox performs her solo hit Why, right here on A&E's Private Sessions.